So, Teddy K talked about our upcoming schedule this year and his thoughts and opinions on it. And I'll be honest, the more I look at it, the more I really am starting to love our schedule based on the fact of like if we can be very successful at the certain stretches that we need to be, this is a very, very good schedule in that context. But again, we are also going to be tested at the very end of our schedule. So it's kind of like a back and forth, but other than the NFL hating us and giving us a fourth game against the Ravens in Baltimore on a primetime game, it is what it is. Let's just ruin their Thanksgiving. That's really what it comes down to. With that being said, though, Teddy K said it's an adventurous schedule. I love it. Week 10, perfect. 9 games before, 8 games after, perfect split. No international games. That's an advantage. Which, again, listen, I obviously feel bad for fans who go internationally and not able, or international fans who are not able to watch the Bengals. And obviously, I know other countries, they really look forward to the NFL going to their country so they can watch their team. And there's a lot of football fans who are not in America. And I respect that. I honor that. I understand that. But at the same time, though, just like Teddy K said right here, it does impact the players and it impacts, the season. Because if they go out there and they play internationally and they lose that game, because really international games, a 50-50 shot here. You never know how players are going to play or not play. That's one of 17 games. It's not like baseball where you have 250 some odd games. In football, you have 17. One major game can completely change your whole season. We saw that last year with the Patriots game. If we beat the Patriots week 1, we're a playoff team. We're talking about potentially a deep playoff run, potentially a Super Bowl, right? So obviously our defense sucked, let's be honest. But at the end of the day, there's always a chance. You put Joe Burrow in the playoffs, and now you're starting to break it down where, okay, well, Lamar Jackson's in the playoffs. He's a playoff joke. Herbo. Justin Herbert's in the playoffs. The Chargers always Charger. Like, this is just how it works, right? You get to the playoffs, and then you start looking at the playoff teams. You're like, well, really, the best quarterback here is Joe Burrow, and then it's Patrick Mahomes. And if that's the case, then you never know. I mean, all it takes is a couple of chokes from other quarterbacks, and Joe Burrow is back in the Super Bowl. So it's one of those situations where it's like one game can change so much. And again, I feel bad for international fans, but at the same time, this is why I've been very vocal about I'm happy we don't play international. And then also when you get back, like the week after, usually they give you a bye week, but if they don't, you come back from international and now you have to, again, play a team who just been playing normal, no big deal. You come back, you're jet lagged, there's a bunch of issues. It's just not really awesome. And then, of course, like the Vikings, they played 2 games over there, which is crazy. They're going to come back and be completely destroyed. Especially with a rookie quarterback now. Hearsay rookie quarterback because he's in his second year, but this is his first year. The lowest travel miles of any team with 8,753 miles. A chance to get a win in the division right away at Cleveland in the opener. Love it. And again, that's why I say, please, please, please pay Trey Hendrickson. Let's get the situation over with. Let's stop dilly-dallying. Let's stop making this a whole entire stunt. I just want this situation over with so we can get into the season, get ready, and not worry about anything. He does say tight end Mike Gesicki was one of the players hyped about the games on Thanksgiving too. He said, I played on Christmas. I played on Christmas Eve, but never Thanksgiving. That's cool. That's what everyone wants. A big stage, a lot of people watching, a big game, 2 really good teams. I don't think that day or night changes the magnitude of the game. No, it doesn't. It if anything, it just, as he said, it just like vamps it up even more because it's going to be a grudge match between 2 teams that don't like each other. And, hey, it's that, it's that holiday tradition of like, okay, this is a back and forth, but this is also Coliseum, and you got 53 grown men versus 53 grown men, and only one can come out of the Coliseum alive. That's pretty much it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, but again, like I said, we do have to get things figured out when it comes to Trey. And again, I'm not trying to drag that, but it is very important. We started off with Cleveland, and a couple years ago, we started off with Cleveland. Obviously, we struggled. We did, and it's that start to the season where we always start off slow. Can't let that happen again. So we just gotta start off fast, get the Trey situation figured out. Again, because if we don't, he's not playing this season. He's not playing this season if we don't get it figured out. So, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.